The life of the Pellegrino family was forever transformed after their little girl met Pope Francis in Philadelphia in a chance encounter that led to a miraculous outcome they could never have imagined. Sometimes, life presents opportunities that lead to completely unexpected and sometimes inexplicable miraculous results. That's exactly what happened to the Pellegrino family and their daughter in Philadelphia, following a chance meeting with Pope Francis. Luke and Penny Pellegrino grew up in devout Catholic families. From an early age, they attended church every Sunday, learning the values of faith, love, and kindness. Their shared faith made them meet and fall in love, dedicating themselves to the God they knew. From the beginning, their destiny would play a central role in their lives, and they committed to raising their future family in the same tradition. When they discovered that their precious daughter was battling a rare blood disorder and cancer, their faith did not waver. They remained confident that God would answer their prayers and heal her. At the same church attended by Luke and Penny, Johnny Asper, an FBI agent, also often went. They quickly became friends, bound by their shared faith and commitment to helping others. When Johnny was chosen to join the security team for the Pope's visit to Philadelphia, he knew he wanted to do something special for his friends. News of the Holy Father's visit to Philadelphia spread quickly, and the city was filled with great enthusiasm. The Pope would be present at the World Meeting of Families, an event of great importance for Catholics worldwide. This moment was of significant importance to families, an opportunity to come together and celebrate the value of marriage and family life. It is not uncommon for the Pope to visit different churches around the world in the course of his mission to spread the message of hope, peace, and love to the people of Philadelphia. The Pope's visit represented a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see for themselves the spiritual leader of their faith. Johnny felt grateful for the opportunity to assist the Pope and contribute to the security of the event. He had personally observed the difficulties Luke and Penny faced due to the rare blood diseases and cancer of their daughter, Anna, and knew how much a blessing from the Pope could mean to the Pellegrino family. He was determined to do everything in his power to make this meeting with the Pope a reality. In fact, for Luke and Penny, the meeting with the Pope was not just a matter of luck but reflected the way in which life can put us next to the people we need. As devout Catholics, they had always looked to their faith for guidance and comfort, especially when it came to Anna's health challenges. When news broke that Pope Francis was planning a visit to Philadelphia, they couldn't help but nurture a flame of hope. They had heard countless stories of popes with the gift of healing and believed an encounter with him could change their daughter's life. So when they learned that their friend Johnny had been chosen to be part of security, they hoped he could pass on to them the Pope's blessing. But Johnny would have done much more. Finally, the day came when the Pope would cross the streets of Philadelphia. Johnny was doing his job, monitoring the crowded crowds in the city center. When he learned that the Pope would pass before the James S. Byrne Tribunal on Market Street, he knew the time had come. For his friends, Luke and Penny, it was essential to be there to meet him. Without hesitation, he picked up his phone and called their number as soon as they answered. He urged them to reach the center as soon as possible. Her voice was full of urgency and conviction because she knew that this occasion could represent a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for their little girl, Anna. Luke and Penny listened to Johnny's call with a mixture of excitement and concern and quickly headed downtown. Johnny was full of anticipation as he waited for his friends to arrive. However, with crowds of people in the city center, the family knew the odds of the meeting were slim. At first, they hesitated because of concerns about Anna's already weakened immune system in such a crowded environment. When the family arrived, Johnny quickly led them to a special place from which they could catch a glimpse of the Pope. The atmosphere was electrifying as they waited, and Johnny could see the expression of concern on Luke and Penny's faces. But then, suddenly, the Pope's procession appeared on the horizon and the crowd erupted in applause. Johnny's heart pounded as she watched the Pope get out of the car and approach them. He knew it would be an unforgettable moment. As the Pope approached, the family held their breath, hoping for an opportunity to meet him amid the hustle and bustle of downtown Philadelphia. All of a sudden, Luke lifted his precious little girl, Anna, up to the top, and the crowd suddenly stopped. That devoted father's eyes shone with emotion, hoping that his daughter could catch a glimpse of the man through whom God spoke. Then, in a moment, the Pope noticed the child and everything changed. Luke held Anna up as the Pope approached the Pellegrino family. Silence spread through the crowd as all eyes of the spectators were fixed on the little girl held aloft by her father's arms. Luke's heart was filled with hope and expectation as he awaited a blessing from the Pope. Suddenly, a security guard appeared out of nowhere and snatched Anna from her father's arms. Without hesitation, the guard took Anna to the Pope, who leaned over to give her a kiss on the head. It was a moment of pure magic and power, which brought tears down from the eyes of those who witnessed that gesture. For Luke and Penny, it was an unforgettable moment, filled with gratitude and joy. Their daughter had received a special blessing from the Pope, and they knew she would stay with her forever. However, what they didn't know was that that simple kiss would lead to a miraculous change in their lives. After the initial excitement, the family continued to take Anna to doctor's appointments as usual. During this time, the girl was subjected to many tests to monitor her condition and assess her progress. The Pellegrino family held their breath for weeks, waiting for news about their child's health. Every day had been a roller coaster of emotions, with fear and uncertainty constantly hiding in the background. However, for the Pellegrino family, this was not unusual, as they had experienced countless sleepless nights and endless medical appointments since Anna's birth. Finally, one day, they received a call from the doctor. They prepared for another wave of bad news, but when he spoke, his voice was calm and firm, conveying a message that seemed too good to be true. 6 weeks after having their daughter blessed by the Pope, the parents made a frightening discovery. Anna's tumor had shrunk considerably, and doctors had no logical explanation for this miracle. The family was stunned, speechless, and overwhelmed with emotion. Luke and Penny couldn't hold back tears as they embraced their precious baby girl, who had struggled with health issues since birth. They knew it wasn't just a coincidence. They felt in their hearts that the Pope's blessing had made a difference, that his touch had somehow triggered a miracle. The memory of that moment, of the Pope's sweet kiss on Anna's head, filled them again, making them feel her presence again. Over the next few months, Anna continued to make progress, defying all odds and inspiring everyone around her. The family knew that their lives had changed forever after meeting the Pope. The story of Anna's miraculous healing spread widely, and many people experienced renewed faith in God and miracles. When Luke and Penny look back on that day, they remember a moment of irrepressible joy and relief, a moment that would stay with them forever. The power of destiny and the grace of God had brought them to that moment, and they were filled with gratitude and wonder. As they watched their daughter get stronger and stronger every day, they knew their journey was still ongoing. But they also knew that they would never forget the day when their prayers were answered and their lives were forever changed by the Pope's kindness. What an incredible miracle!